Most of my followers have insisted that I must say something about this Igbo king saga going on in Ghana. For the past 3 days, I have declined. But since you guys insisted, I must say something about it. But I'd like you to understand that this topic is very sensitive. But the truth must be told. In the meantime, Alex Abriku, my Facebook friend, thank you very much for being honest. I'm happy you're learning from me.
Did you hear an Igbo man saying what this Igbo man is also saying, that all what he's doing is useless and it is just jargons? Ladies and gentlemen, Ghana, me my nimrio na Igbo for nankasa hu se papa we Jimmy no Jimmy. Omo hu se Jimmy and Jimmy. Now let me give you some, what you call it, let me give you people some shout out. I have some videos, some commenters over here. I promise to be giving you shout out, and then at the end of the video I'll be reading your comment. After mentioning your name in the beginning, then I'll be reading your comments. So make sure you write good comments, you subscribe, you share, and then you hear from me. Now we have Mariam Tongan, number one. Shout out to Mariam Tongan. Shout out to Selina J. Shout out to Gabriel Apia Kwame. Shout out to Susan Baker. Play fair. Shout out to McLion. Shout out to Jojo Wobel. And then shout out to Mohammed Yusuf. Then Alfred Boatin. Shout out to you, Alfred Boatin again. Shout out to you people for giving a very good, comments that depict exactly what we are doing here. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to delay your time. Let's dive into the video.
Most of my followers have insisted that I must say something about this Igbo king saga going on in Ghana. For the past 3 days, I have declined. But since you guys insisted, I must say something about it. But I'd like you to understand that this topic is very sensitive. But the truth must be told. In the meantime, Alex Abriku, my Facebook friend, thank you very much for being honest. I'm happy you're learning from me and you're able to say it out. Thank you a lot. Now, let's go back into history. The Igbo people are not known to submit to kingdoms or kings. Before you say no, go and make a research. Now, in pre-colonial Igbo land, we had no grand palaces or dynasties like our neighbors did. The caliphate, the kingdoms, the emirs, them. Instead, we governed ourselves through councils of elders, age grade, and town assemblies. Leadership was communal, not autocratic. Even where kingship existed, like in Onisha or Iri, it was symbolic, spiritual, and never about absolute power. So I ask, where did this idea come from? That an Igbo man should not only crown himself as an Igbo in Ghana, but also talk of building a whole Igbo village or kingdom on foreign soil. Where is the sense in that? Who does that? And what happens when he's dead and long gone and forgotten? Will this so-called empire he wants to build suddenly remember that Ghana is not the ancestral land? Or will it become a seed of conflict for future generations, 50, 100 years from now? Let us be fair. I understand the man's likely intentional. I do. He most likely wants to unite Igbos in Ghana, give them a sense of identity, maybe even mediate dispute and protect community interest. But the problem is this. Igbos in Ghana are not under any kind of threat. Yes, they run thriving businesses, they build homes, they intermarry. They don't need a king to protect them as if they are an endangered species. So, what exactly is he protecting them from? Then there's this nationalist undertone. He says he wants to promote and protect Igbos in Ghana state. Now, think about it for a second. That means he does not care about the rest of the tribes back home in Nigeria or even in Ghana.
Correction, my brother, we don't have Ghana state. Here is not Nigeria. We have Ghana. and we have Greater Accra. Greater Accra is a region. We use region, we don't use states, just like Nigeria. Just a point of correction. I like what you just said. All your utterances are with decorum. Everything comes so neatly, and you are able to, play around the words, and you did it very nicely. You see, what is bothering Ghanaians that right now some of us, we are not, coming down so soon that will be on this agenda till we get answers from the government or people who are supposed to be in helm of affairs, is that the Igbo, some of them are realizing that Ghanaians are right to stand up for their right. Ghanaians, the youth of Ghana, are so right to the extent that they are always on their feet, making sure they say it to the camera so everybody hears it. You do not have a kingdom in Ghana. You came to work, sell cassette, made your money. You can decide to live in Ghana peacefully. But then, because you've been here and you've studied our culture, you've studied our life, you've studied our humility, you've studied the way we are, you think we are fools. So you can just wake up one day and say, hey, I want to be a king for Igbos. You see, your old man is asking you, you want to be a king for the Igbos. What about the rest of Nigerians? What about the Yorubas?
Back home in Nigeria or even in Ghana, he is not concerned about the Yoruba people, the Hausa people, the Idoma and whatever. He's only concerned about only Igbos. Isn't that divisive by itself? Does he understand that if tomorrow an Igbo man becomes president of Nigeria, that president will be voted in by all tribes? Yoruba, Hausa, Fulani, Ijo, Tif, Idoma, Diap, everyone. So how does this narrow sense of Igbo nationalism help that dream? This whole thing, Rick's painting the Igbo image in a bad light, as if we want to claim someone else's land. And that's not true. And it's certainly not what most Igbos stand for. We are proud to integrate, to build, to tread, but not to impose a throne where it is not needed. And to Ghana's people, the Ghana state, the traditional council, this feels like an insult. Yes, because they already have their own chiefs and kingdoms. The Ashanti kingdom is there now, recognized by law and centuries of custom. So any well-meaning Igbo leader must understand you can't just plant a foreign kingdom in someone else's backyard. In the end, there are perspectives to this issue. Let me bring them out. Number one, the man's innocent goal is unity, yes. But unity does not need a crown and a kingdom. Ghana's people have every right to protect their sovereignty and customs. And we, as Igbos, must remember our republican roots. Our ancestors didn't have to bow to kings at home. So why should we start building kingdoms abroad? And to my Beaver Nose family, let's see this matter just for what it is. Not an attack on all Igbos, not an excuse for xenophobia, but a wake-up call. Our unity should never come at the cost of respecting other people's land, their cultures, their norms, and peace. It should never.
Thank you, my brother. Well spoken. I really appreciate
now
what you just brought on board, and I am so very, very happy with that. And I'm very sure some of our Ghanaians who are sleeping on the dead ears, okay, will wake up from their slumber and think that even the Igbos are also bastardizing this man. And Ghanaians who have taken some money allegedly from somebody, that they are thinking about supporting this so-called Igbo king, they must rescind their decision and be part of the use of this nation. I'm going to read content. I'm going to read comments to you people, And we have number one, Alfred Boateng says, Mahama is not a Ghanaian. I have told you several times, don't bring politics into this. We need President Mahama to work for us. So when we begin to lambast him, if you want to have your father do something for you, do you insult him? Let's stop those kind of things. And I'm not going to read your comments after watching. Let's move. I have another one here. It says, Mariam Tongan, we say, we support you, Papa. This guy, someone has been paid. This guy, someone has been paid him to say this. Yes, it's another one Ghanaian who is supporting the Igbo king. Now we have Serena J. We won't allow the Igbos, the Yorubas, to be king in Ghana. We have our own kings. We don't have our own kings. They are all paramount chiefs. As in exception of the only Ashanti, I don't know. I will draw my my statement right now. Please, let's move on. Okay, now then we have Gabriel Apia Kwame, which means Mama is not willing to let them go whilst they have overstayed their 90 days ECOWAS given days that they are supposed to be here. See, 90 days ECOWAS given days. Sometimes when you are writing, they're composing the text, you must read together. And people may think I am not the one reading it well. So, but if I have to make it sure that I edit it for you, then it becomes something. So I'm reading like that, so that next time when you are reading, writing comments, you may choose your words carefully. Then we have Susan Playfair. Susan says, so what is Ghana doing, Abba? Then we have Jojo Wobel. Who is this Otolege? Then we have Mohammed Yusuf C. Mumu. Then I think we have Afro-Boateng is about Mahama. No. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of the video. We'll be back. Please subscribe and share. I beg you. Watch the video to the fullest. Bye-bye for now.